Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Saffa Gaming, and today we're just jumping into a little bit of the end game so far on the second weekend of the Icarus beta. Just having a look around. As you can see, I'm pretty far in. I've got a pretty well-established base. Nothing too fancy, but you know, stone at this stage. I'm also busy working on concrete. But don't really see the necessity for it unless I'm actually just doing it just to test it out. I know concrete is pretty hard to get into, but going through every single stage of the game is quite a new milestone once you've accomplished it, you know. Right now I see a bear down the end. As you can see, my tech tree is pretty much full up. I've got pretty much everything that I would want and need. I'm just working towards a shotgun now as well. Consume a bit of that oxygen, fill that up. But I want to go kill that bear. But because we have a knife, I mean a gun, I'm not going to show you what this thing can do. Quickly. Sneak up on this dude. Snuck up on him. Watch this headshot. 1,500. And that wasn't even a massive crit. I've seen much higher than that. Yeah, this is also the steel knife. Pretty impressive knife, I must say. Just from that one bear, 28 leather, 32 fur, 53 bone, and 6 raw meats. That is a hell of a lot, and I think that's got to do with the actual knife itself. And that's a pretty good haul. Let me have a look here. Recurve bow. Let's try and get this deer. Oh, 200 on his base shot. That's normally crit shots on other bows. And to think this is not metal arrows, this is actual bone arrows. So that's not even the best arrow. Just using these because they're cheap to make. They're stronger than the standard wood arrows, wood and stone arrows, so I like to use these. I do find, go through oxygen very quick. My talents are just focused on carry weight, base health, stamina, and a little bit of oxygen consumption, but I have no more levels to put into this, so as you can see, 20 max stam. Construction, I've got nothing in there, couldn't be bothered. Nothing in combat, couldn't be bothered. And I've just got a little bit more stealth, less food consumption. I don't know if that's just one stat or if that's all of them, or but yeah. And then we got increased health, stamina, 852 with a standard bone arrow. And as you see, I can get my arrow back. Yeah, look at the amount of this. 28 leather. Damn, they give me a heart attack. 28 leather, 12 fur, 6 bone, and 4 meat. Now whack him up. How much bone did I get there now? Well, 7. Well, that's counting the bear as well. I couldn't really see that, but the end game is actually starting to look up. The beginning is very hard to get to each and every single stage. To get going in the beginning, to get from stone to iron is quite tedious unless you're going straight to the caves and harvesting all the metal that you can. It's pretty much quite daunting, actually. It's one of the hardest games I've played, besides for Green Hell and like, you know, we're talking about the forest type of games. At least you're not picking up things like Green Hell and the forest and having to place things in each individually, so that is a plus. If it was like that, this game would be far too difficult. But yeah, just a simple thing. As you can see, I've got a machining bench, got a cement mixer. I've got a concrete furnace. I've got an armorer's bench, even though I don't have. I can make the armor. Actually, maybe I should make me some armor. Maybe let's do that in this episode. Leather. I'll just take a heap. That should be enough. I've never had to make armor yet. This is the first time making it. I've only learned the leather armor because everything else is either too basic or just didn't have the points for it, or like this, the carbon head. I could possibly make it, but I don't have enough points. And to learn all of it, I'll have to basically reset my skill tree, which I don't even think that's possible. Let me have a look here. Let me see what I looked like before. It's basic. Inventory is basic me. I find it weird that he doesn't even take his suit off. He just sticks it over the top like it's meant to do something. Well, let's see. Has my movement speed or anything like that changed? No, none of that's changed. The only thing that should change is my resistance to stuff. My stealth damage. Did that increase my stealth damage? 5 leather armor set. So you get a set bonus, obviously. So 1% health regeneration and 1% stamina regeneration. This is giving me exposure, resistance, cold resistance, physical resistance, exposure. And yeah, pretty much that's how it is. And it looks pretty cool. I mean, putting it over the suit just seems a little weird. Drink some water. So I actually live in the middle of J14. It's a pretty good spot. It's a nice little lake. It's got a constant supply of fish, water. Actually, before I head off, I wanted to show you. So pretty much you're starting off with the first bench that you can craft. It's a crafting bench. That's a level 5, if I'm not mistaken. Then these are mortar and pestles. Stuck them. Damn, they give me a heart attack. I don't even know what the hell that is. I think that's telling me it's nighttime or something. And this is an anvil bench. This is where you make your iron tools. Yeah, so all your iron stuff goes in the anvil. Pretty much things you make in this is just your iron ingots and then your copper ingots. And I made this little bed, and that comes from this carpentry bench. I put I think it was like 70 or 80 wood in here, and I didn't realize that every 10 wood turns into 100 refined wood, so ended up with 800 refined wood. It's quite a lot. Not that you'll ever use that. I could use the refined wood plus the copper and rope to make some signs, which is what I would plan to do if the game was a full release, but I don't see the point. I know where my stuff is packed all nicely. Next to the bed is just weapons and tools and stuff. I never ever use bandages, and I normally keep these here because I'm not going to use them outside of the base. So when I leave, I just take a bit of food with me. I eat a bit of fish before I go, and I have a bit of cooked meat. And if I find berries out there, I'll eat that as well, and that will give me an extra buff. So right now I'm just consuming one of the fish. As you can see, I get 2 bonuses in the bottom left hand corner over here where the mouse is. And when I eat berries, then I get the 3rd buff as well. But right now I just want to top this up quickly, continue cooking the food. See, I know where everything is. It's all in separate containers. Uh, 25 will do. It's fine. Not like I'm running out anytime soon. Might as well top this off then. steel going in here. There's not enough in here. Oh, actually, I might as well leave that in there for next time when I fill it up. I might as well turn this off. No, not exit. Deactivate. Top it off. And when I go and do a resource gather, which is what I'm going to be doing shortly, I'll show you where I can get that from in this area. Generally, I just take all the metal that I have now and just shove it in here. And I actually have enough for the shotgun, which I'm going to make right now. Let's try out the shotgun, eh? Let's make a... Oh, this requires epoxy. Okay, I need tree sap and sulfur. Sulfur, I mean, you don't go through too much of this anyway, but... it is in there. Epoxy, I can only make 12. Guess 12 I have to do. It's here, right? 16. Oh well, 16 will have to do. I could always make more of these. Although I did use all the gunpowder, so that's not gonna work. Well, let's take that. Let's give this a go. That thing could be devastating. But this is getting closer to endgame. Maybe I should just sleep quickly before I go. Give me an extra sleep bonus. And then I'll go and do a bit of a resource gather. And what I like to do, I top that up. And then I replace the bottle and it fills it up. And that works out perfectly. And I still got a fresh bottle. No, I don't. So when I run around, I like to have a fresh bottle on me while that one fills up. There we go. So it's early in the morning. Had a good night's rest. And so if you look at where we are, let me have a check. So in the middle of J14. Now if you go towards K14, just put my hands away. So going actually towards roughly this direction over here, in the middle of J14 is where two caves are. And both caves respawn resources. Not too sure how fast they respawn though. I think they're just full of copper at the moment. But what I'll do is I'll go and have a look. See if it's respawned recently. Make sure I got the shotgun out just in case I get attacked by a bear. But I would also like to see the damage and the range of this gun. Okay, so I ran straight in between the valley section, you'll see. So if you see where I am now, I'm roughly on the edge of J14 and K14. And this is where the caves are. So one of them's over here, just where the deer is. Oh! That was devastating. I'm actually not going to take that right now, because I want the resources. So here's one of the entrances, the other one is that way. But I'm just here showing you. I just dug a little hole, I'm not going to dig out the whole cave. But yeah, my base is down there on the water. Come this way. And then just on the right hand side where all this oxide is, you come into the cave over here. Copper. This cave hasn't respawned anything. Oh yeah, it has actually. I need iron. Go. Have a look on all the walls. This is iron as well. I mean copper, sorry. You don't want to be too long in these caves, you get pneumonia. Want this coal. There's more coal up here. I really need this coal to make more steel. So I need iron and coal. I want to make steel. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything else much around here. I found that if I get in and out of this area very quickly, I don't get pneumonia. But if I stay a little bit longer than, you know, a little bit longer than my welcome, then... What? Oh, that's a deer. Caught out. Almost had a heart attack. I'm not gonna kill it. I don't need it. And then, from where that cave is, see there's the entrance right there. You go through all these rocks, and here is another cave. This cave, however, is a little bit different. It's quite a big cave, and this cave little symbol that we got there on the bottom left, you'll see shortly it's going to disappear. Copper, 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 copper. Oh, okay. More coal. I hate it when the game does this. I think the dev needs to fix this. You can't get all of it. Unless there's a little piece sticking out the ground somewhere that I can somehow manage to hit. No, doesn't look like it. Okay. So instead of going straight down into the water, I prefer to come over here and jump. Stay out the water because it's cold, and I think that's what makes you sick. But if you notice in the bottom left, that little cave symbol is now gone, and I think it's because this cave is open at the top over there. Some more that I missed here earlier. It's not that I missed. It's not that I missed. I ran out of actual space. Okay, so for now I'm pretty much out. There's copper. Pretty much out of weight. I'm full up. And anyway, it's only copper anyway, so... Oops. That's also copper. That's all copper. I've mined everything else out of here. Got far too much copper anyway, so I'm not even gonna bother mining all this. But yeah, this cave does respawn. I normally leave the game and come back in, and a few minutes later it's respawned. But yeah, once these caves are done, there's a few more caves on the other side that I can just run to, or maybe find, but I know these two caves are in close proximity to the base. It's not too difficult to get what you need. And it spawns iron, titanium, platinum, aluminium, not aluminum, aluminium. For all you Americans out there and Canadians. And yeah. So far, I get a little bit of stutters every now and then. It's not too bad. It's mostly when I'm just running through a lot of bushes like this. And I think that's also because I'm recording now, so it's happening a little bit more than I'd like. So yeah, got a steel spear, steel knife, steel axe, steel pickaxe, recurve bow. I couldn't get the compound bow. Yeah, it's a little bit later in the game. I could possibly learn it, I guess, but I haven't learned all the compound stuff either. Tier 3. No, it's not. It's tier 4. Isn't it? I think so. Yeah, compound bow is tier 4. Uh, Hopefully the next one will allow us to learn that. The next beta weekend, it's a bear. Watch this. One shot, and the bear's down. I didn't even see how much damage that did. Oh, one shot, the bear is down. Sorry for the noise. Sounds a little bit better inside. All my quality's on high. That's a bit better. Actually, for my ears as well. The wind's generally too loud. Oops, what am I doing? But yeah, I mean, to make these things is quite difficult. I mean, gunpowder is actually pretty cheap considering it's just sulfur and tree sap as far as I know. Titanium, aluminium, they platinum, you don't get too much of this in the game. I've already burned through my copper and my iron ingots, and looks like I burned through all my steel now making this gun. So it can be a little bit tedious. I mean, we haven't got access to the full game yet. I want to go all the way and make this whole base concrete and, you know, concrete with aluminium windows and possibly paint it. I don't know if there's even paint in the game. I have no idea. But as you can see, there's radars, there's extractors, there's glass, material processors, apparently swiftly craft advanced ingredients and resources. So I want to try that out. I want to try out the carbon stuff and the composite stuff, compound bows. I mean, look at this composite arrows. That will probably be OP as hell. I mean, everything else already one-shots the bears. I would actually like to see a bigger variety of animals and possibly the monsters that I've heard about or read about. That should be pretty exciting. Nice things coming up. I mean, refrigerators, flashlights. I think this game, it's not the best right now, but it's still very good for a pre-beta, if you want to put it that way. It's the beta of the beta. So this is just for everyone to trial out. We had a couple issues with bears. That was sorted out straight away by the dev. He's done a great job with that. Always on his toes. And yeah, I'm very impressed with the game. I can't say many bad things about it. Yes, there are bad things. There are bugs. There's a few things that could be fixed. Like, for instance, in your tech tree, it's like, why can't I learn? Sorry, I've got to turn this down again. Here we go. I can talk like that. Okay, like, why in the tech tree you can learn how to make something, right? But so you, wait, let me find out what it is quickly. I think it was something to do with the oxygen, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, oxygen bladder. Yeah, that's it. Actually, perfectly. It is tier 2. Is it that? No, I'm not 100% certain at the moment. Oh, steel. That's it. So as you notice, this is tier 2, right? Tier 2, you can learn the steel knife, the steel axe, steel pickaxe, the steel spear, pretty much anything steel you can learn. Okay. Uh, Problem with that is because I'll just use that point up. I want to see what the braziers look like. Um, but pretty much you learn all the steel stuff in tier 2. However, you cannot craft the steel stuff at all in this section. You can't in tier 2. You have to um, just learn it and then wait it out. Um, as you can see, I've just learned the necessary stuff. I didn't learn anything else. I didn't need to. And in tier 3, you literally need a concrete furnace to be able to make steel tools, or to be able to make steel ingots. Um, and to me, that's a little bit weird. Why allow us to unlock these steel tools and weapons when you can only use it in tier 3 once you've unlocked the concrete furnace? Because you can't do it any other way. There's no way you're going to make steel. So I think that was a bit pointless. There might be one or two other little things that, might not work out perfectly, but you know what? I don't want to nitpick, and this game is a great game. There's so much potential. I want to see what the dev actually um, you know, has in store for us. Next week we're going to be getting into fur armor, which should be fun. Or we're going to be dying constantly, unless he lets us keep our levels and allow us to reset our points. I don't see anyone reaching this anytime soon. I mean, what, you need to be level 10, no, 15 or 20 to learn fur armor. So, I mean, it's pretty insane. I don't know how we're going to make fur armor anytime soon. Um, but I just dabbled a bit in the leather armor with you guys. And yeah, everything else looks good. I learned the fridge. I mean, the ice box. I don't know. Um, I don't know where to get ice. I'll probably have to go to the other side of the map or something. But yeah, it's this side of the map, there's no ice. Uh, and that's pretty much it. In-game is gonna be nice once I get there. But right now, this is the in-game. I mean, what more can I say? Well, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a little bit of information out of it. This was just a little bit of a run around to show you guys what you can accomplish well, what you could have accomplished in this last little few hours of the second wipe, or second weekend, sorry, of the beta. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Look at this view. I have to end up with this view. Let's just try this. Look around. Okay. All good. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me. I hope you liked the video. I hope you do also enjoy this game. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Please leave a like on the video. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Trying to get into the content creators market, if you want to call it that. And any support is very much appreciated. And yeah, hope to see you guys again on the next video, and catch you later.